Hi guys, this is a video from our channel Harvest Info. Today we are going to see our second part of the video on HTML coding. If you have not watched my first part, please watch that and see this. I have already said about this H1 code in my last video, but in this text we will only get the black color. If we want to change the color, we can type style equals to and two quotation marks, or you can click on the suggestions called style while you're typing style. Whenever you are typing a code, the suggestions will be coming below. So you can either click on the suggestions or you can type it by yourself. But I recommend to type. This applies for every code you type. So after doing that, you can type color inside the two quotation marks. Remember, it is not COLOUR, it is COLOR. Next, you can type a colon and a semicolon, but you need to create a space between those two, and at last, you can type your color in between the colon and the semicolon. Next, we need to click on save and reload it in the browser. Now we can see that the black color has changed to red. Next, we can see the paragraph code. For this code, we need to type greater than symbol P and lesser than symbol. So, this is for the start code. For the end code, we need to type slash before P, except that everything else are same. And again, we need to add slash for all the end codes. This slash is common for every end code. Please watch part 1 video on HTML if you don't understand. So now you can type anything you want between the start code and end code. I have typed subscribe to this channel. Now if we save it and reload it in the browser, we can see please subscribe to this channel in the browser. Next, to add an image to the browser, we need to type greater than symbol img space src equals to two quotation marks and lesser than symbol. So img refers to image and src refers to source. So now we are going to paste the URL of the image in between these two quotation marks. Next, to obtain the URL, we need to drag and drop the image from the file explorer to your browser. Then you need to copy the URL from the search bar. Last but not least, you need to paste the URL in between those two quotations. Now the image has come into the website. Now I have used a paragraph tag with subscribe to this channel as the content. To change the size of this text, you need to type the same thing that we had typed for the H1 tag. But the difference is, instead of color, you need to type font hyphen size, and instead of the type of color, we need to type the unit. Mostly pixels are used as measurements, so I have used pixels. Px means pixels. If we save and reload in the page, we can see that the font size has decreased because 30 pixels is less. Next, we can see the button tag. To apply a button in our website, we can just type greater than symbol button and lesser than symbol. This is the start code. For the end code, we need to just add a slash before the word button. Now we can type anything between the start code and end code. Things that we type in between the start code and end code will appear inside the button in the browser. Now we have the button, but it won't work because we have not linked anything to it. We need to use the A tag to link anything into our website. So we can type greater than symbol href equals to and two quotation marks. Inside these two quotation marks, we can add any link. So now I have took the link of the website called LearnInsta. Lastly, we are going to paste the link in between the quotation marks. Next, if we click on the button, it will directly go to the LearnInsta website. Now I'm going to click on the button. Now we have gone into the website. So we can say now the button works properly because we have linked the Learn Insta website. So like this, you can add any link into the button. To change the color, width and height of the button, we need to use CSS coding. So I'll be posting CSS coding in my future videos. So moving on, we can see how to change the background color of the web page. To do so, we need to type lesser than symbol, body, style, equals to and two quotation marks. Now inside these two quotation marks, we should type background hyphen color. Lastly, we should type the color that we need inside the colon and the semicolon. So I'm going to choose the color blue. Next, we can check with the color green yellow so we can see the difference. If we save and reload it in the page, we can see that the background has changed to the color blue. Next, we can change the color blue to green and yellow so that we can see the difference. Now the background color has changed to green and yellow. Last but not least, we can see how to change the height and width of an image. Here we already have an image, so we can take that as an example. In this code, we have the quotation mark and the greater than symbol. So in between those two, we are going to type width equals to and two quotation marks. The same applies for the height, but only the word width changes to height. Here for the width I have chose 50 pixels and for the height I have chose 40 pixels. Now if we save it and reload it in the page, we can see that the image has become small because 50 and 40 pixels are too small. Now if we change the width and height into 100%, the real size of the image will be shown in the website. If we save it and reload it, the original size of the image will be shown in the website. So that is all for today guys. I will see you in my next video. Thank you and bye bye.